Hello and welcome. I'm Melinda Kimami. Tonight, President Buhari challenges Muslims on the true virtues of Islam as he felicitates with the faithful ahead of the Eid al-Kabir celebration tomorrow. As Muslims make last-minute preparations for Salah, traders and buyers bear their minds on the prices of food items ahead of the celebration. River Niger overflows its banks, leaving communities in Imo State ravaged by flood as residents cry out for assistance from government. And at least 60 people killed and 70 injured as fuel tanker explodes in Tanzania.
On Business News tonight, pension contributors inject 21 billion naira into the pension fund assets within the second quarter of 2019.
Sports news tonight, the Tigers make convincing start to their title defense at the 2019 FIBA Afro Basket Women's Championship with a remarkable victory over Tunisia.
It's the eve of the Eid al-Kabir festival, and the president is asking Muslims in the country to put the virtues of Islam into practice and shun violent extremism. The president's comment is contained in his Salah message to Muslims ahead of the celebration. While asking the faithful to make justice and righteousness the guiding principle of their life, President Buhari asked them to be the mirror through which others see the good virtues of Islam. In his words, and I quote, "Violent extremism is the greatest challenge facing Islam today, and the only way we can neutralize its evil influence is to distance ourselves from the activities and teachings of those who preach indiscriminate violence against innocent people, and this flies in the face of teachings of Islam." End of quote. President Buhari also gave the assurance that Boko Haram terrorism, kidnapping, and other forms of crime will be dealt with until they become history. He insists that despite these setbacks in the fight against terror, Boko Haram militants have been weakened and scattered by the armed forces. He adds, and I quote again, "As our armed forces get more equipped and trained, in addition to being more motivated and reinvigorated, this administration is relentlessly committed to protecting Nigerians, no matter what it takes to bring a permanent end to this evil." End of quote. He asked Muslims to be tolerant and continue to work for peace, unity, and national integration. Meanwhile, the president is in his hometown in Daura, Guinea State for the celebration, and while he's there, he's been receiving guests who have come to pay him homage. Now, one of the early callers today is his counterpart from Guinea, President Alpha Conde, who is in Katsina on a private visit. President Conde and his aides arrived at the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport this evening and were received by the Katsina State Governor, Aminu Masari, in company of his deputy, Manal Yakubu, and the security chiefs in the state. President Conde was later received by President Muhammadu Buhari in Daura, where he also met with the traditional ruler of Daura town, Alhaji Umar Farouk Umar. Staying with the Eid celebration, many travelers have been speaking out against the hike in fares, both for road and air transport in this festive season. In spite of the news of insecurity, especially in the southwestern part of the country in recent times, many have chosen to travel by road.
Passengers arrive in trickles at the Muritala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, obviously intending to maximize the holiday by spending time with family and friends residing outside the state.
I have Muslims in my area, and we'll also felicitate with them at this point in time. Travel on the weekend to enjoy the Salah with them, pray with them, and be happy with their families as well.
The reason for the less than expected traffic may be connected to the complaint by some passengers that there's been a hike in the fare.
It has been going up systematically. There was a time we were paying 18, then we started paying 30. The last time I went, I paid around 45. Now I'm paying 53.
The bulk of the travelers seem to prefer the road. However, supply seemed to be insufficient to handle the available demands of interstate travelers.
I'm here since almost 1 hour to 2 hours now. There's no bus, there's nothing. The little bus is here, they inflate the price, which is not normal.
You know, many people are traveling these days, and, you know, breaking down vehicles, bad road, you know, undulating road. These are most that contributed to the heavy traffic that is now. So most of them are held in the traffic. That's why you could see much passenger without vehicle.
Yet there's the common factor of increase in the fare.
If I have to pay extra to even secure a seat right now, so it's not actually easy at all. So it's difficult, maybe because of the festival that they are doing. That's why it's like this, because it's not actually like this before.
Some road users are not patient enough to wait at the parks. They prefer the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Any available means of transport is good enough for them, not minding the risk associated with it.
Most people that are here, they are looking for an alternative to get it easier. But me, I'm so concerned about how to get the vehicle and go. It's not the price. So I have that fear in me. And even as I'm here, it's because of the word of God, that the man of God have spoke to me, that gave me that courage to come and start here and look for vehicle to move to Abuja. If not, that fear is there. Nobody can say that fear is not in him.
Challenges experienced by travelers during festive periods are not unusual. But many believe that relevant authorities could help to minimize them through proper regulation.
Sellers of ram and other basic food items across major markets in the country have been expressing satisfaction with the patronage they've recorded so far, but buyers think otherwise as they groan over the high price of ram, which is symbolic to the festivity. Security is also given priority, with the police giving Nigerians the assurance of safety during and after the celebration.
Traffic at the Warroad interchange in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, with commuters from Lagos and Ogun State streaming into the state capital, while others make a pass to link other states in the southern part of the country. Preparations for the Salah celebration are in top gear, with Muslim faithful making last-minute purchases. The major markets are unusually free of human traffic. Ram sellers seem to be mostly affected as they lament low patronage.
This market, somebody no get money, buy ram. Because ram 30,000, you price at 20,000, 25, the money no reach.
In neighboring Lagos State, livestock traders have had their hands full, even though residents lament hike in price.
From one personal experience, what used to cost like 60,000 last year is now like 50,000. They have very moderate prices this year compared to last year.
I've been buying ram for long, but now the one that I bought this year is very, very expensive. If you want to buy a very big ram now, like not cow, the ram, if you want to buy the ram now, you get something like 150, 120,000. Now, the one that we are buying before at the rate of 80,000, 60,000. So it's very, very expensive now.
The story is different at the livestock section of Eya Cattle Market in Benin City, the Edo State capital. The sellers are grateful for the patronage they have been recording, maintaining that the prices are affordable.
The goat meat, even the ram meat that we are buying at a rate of 35,000 naira before, is now 50,000 to 60,000 naira. Even the sombas, I'm telling you now, I want to buy sombora, they are now telling me that the one of 50 naira is 200 naira. But inshallah, we are still going to do the salah, whether they like it or not.
While the jostle for purchases seem to be a major concern in a number of states, in some others, there are careful concerns over security. A joint security operation that will guarantee the safety of lives and property during and after the celebration has begun full operation in Plateau State. The state government also announces the suspension of commercial tricycle operations.
I believe that the general public has an understanding that there is a need to maintain orderliness during this period. Besides that, as part of the points that have been marshaled out during the heads of security agency meetings, a show of force has been organized. If you look at the background behind me, you will see a convoy of vehicles. We have at least 35 vehicles and not less than 200 men from the various security agencies: police, the prisons, customs, immigration, road safety, and all other security agencies. We are just back from our morning session, which started around 9 this morning. And in the afternoon, we'll be going out. And this will continue for the next 2 or 3 days.
The home state of the president is also putting security first during the celebrations, judging by the assurance given by the State Police Command to residents. The State Police Commissioner has a message for those planning to foment trouble in the state.
I want to use this opportunity to, first of all, warn all will-be troublemakers that anybody that feels that is going to take advantage of this festive period to commit any kind of crime, definitely I warn them, him or her, or any group of individuals for that matter, that may contemplate any evil anywhere in the state to have a rethink. Because we have our dragnets all over the place. We have our dragnet all over the place. If anybody is caught, definitely there will be severe consequences.
And while Nigerians keep faith with the assurances, they are also hoping to have a hitch-free celebration and enjoy the lessons that the season brings.
In the nation's capital, it appears the prices of food items as well as other household goods have gone up as well, but slightly. Food and livestock sellers attribute the increase to the cost of transportation, especially during this festive season.
It's a beehive of activities at this livestock market as residents engage in last-minute shopping. The sellers seem to be having a field day as they attend to customers who have come from far and near. But the prices this time is a bit higher.
Something like this I bought last year was 60,000, but look at it now, 75, you understand? So the prices are going higher and the money is not forthcoming. These things are not imported from outside. You know, dollar, everything you talk about, you see dollar, dollar, dollar. But these ones are read here and what have you. So to be honest, I don't know. I don't have idea what is happening.
This buyer has a different opinion.
I think there is a decrease in the price of ram this year compared to what we got last year. Like the type I got now, it's about, the one I got for myself is about 60,000 naira. And I got another one of 35 for my wife. And something of a similar category I got last year was a bit higher than what I got today.
The mood at the Utako ultra-modern market is, however, different. Just a few buyers are on hand to shop. While food vendors insist that there isn't any change in the prices of food items, a meat vendor says there's a slight increase in prices.
Price of rice did not increase. What we are selling, we have foreign rice. We have tomato. We sell that one for 16,000 a bag. It's still 16,000. It has not added anything. We have local rice, Big Brew, Mama's Pride. We sell that one for 15,000. It's still 15,000. It has not increased.
Today there is more of lamb in the market, and it's really affected the price of the little cow that was found in the market. So coming down here, we have to as well add the difference to our own costs, which have changed our own price as well, which is discouraging our customers.
While residents look forward to celebrating the Eid al-Kabir with friends and families, they can only hope that the prices of food and other household goods will reduce after the festivities.
In part two, after the break, Ogun State government to begin destruction of structures on waterways as the River Niger overflows its banks in Imo State, leaving many residents homeless. That's in a moment. Join us again.